Assessment of personality. Assessing personality is a complex process that involves understanding an individual's unique traits, characteristics, behaviors, and patterns of thinking. There are various approaches and methods used to assess personality. Before going to the details, please remember to subscribe this channel if you are new here. Do watch other videos in this channel. Share it with students and those who love learning psychology. Thank you. Assessment of personality. Three main assessments are used: self-report measures, projective techniques, and behavioral analysis. The self-report measures are structured questionnaire or inventories that individuals complete to provide information about their own personality trait, preference, and behavior. Projective technique, it involves presenting individuals with ambiguous stimuli and asking them to interpret or respond to what they see. And behavioral analysis, it involves systematically recording and analyzing behavior in natural or controlled settings. In this video, we will see the self-report measures in detail. Self-report measures are widely used in personality assessment to gather information directly from individuals about their own thoughts, feelings, attitudes, and behavior. This measure typically involve questionnaire or inventories, and the individuals will complete this by providing a response to the series of statement or items. Commonly used self-report measures are the Big Five inventory, Myers-Briggs type indicator, Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory, Eysenck personality questionnaire, and the 16 personality factor. Let's see each of this in detail. Big Five inventory. It assesses the 5 broad dimensions of personality known as the Big Five or the 5-factor model: extraversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and openness to experience. It consists of a series of statements related to each of these 5 traits, and individuals rate the extent to which they agree or disagree with each statement. The openness to experience. This reflects a person's willingness to explore new ideas, their imagination, and their preference for novelty. The high score indicate creativity, intellectual curiosity, and an appreciation for art and culture. The low score indicate a more conventional and traditional mindset. Next, conscientiousness. This refers to the degree to which a person is organized, responsible, and goal-oriented. The high score indicate individuals who are reliable, disciplined, and focused on achieving their goals. The low score suggests a more spontaneous and flexible approach to life. Extraversion. This represents the extent to which a person seeks social interactions, stimulation, and enjoys being in the company of others. The high score indicate outgoing, talkative, and energetic individuals who thrive in social settings. And the low score suggests introversion and a preference for solitude or quiet environments. Next is agreeableness. This trait reflects a person's tendency to be cooperative, empathetic, and considerate of others. The high score indicate individuals who are warm, compassionate, and value harmonious relationship. And the low score indicates a more competitive and self-focused nature. Neuroticism. It refers to emotional stability and the tendency to experience negative emotions such as the anxiety, depression, or mood swings. The high score indicate individuals who are more prone to emotional instability and stress, and the low score suggests emotional resilience and stability. Myers-Briggs type indicator. This is based on Carl Jung's theory of psychological types. It categorizes individuals into one of the 16 personality types, and it is determined by the preference in 4 pairs of opposite psychological preference. Extraversion versus introversion. This reflects how the individual direct their energy. Extroverts tend to focus on external world and gain energy from social interaction. And the introvert are more inwardly focused and they gain energy from solitude. Then sensing versus intuition. This reflect how the individual gather information. The first one, how they gather energy, and this one, how they gather information. The sensors, they prefer concrete, tangible information obtained through their senses. The intuitive are inclined towards abstract patterns, possibilities, and meanings. Then thinking versus feeling. This dimension reflects how the individual make decision. The thinking people, they rely on logical analysis and objective criteria while making the choices. The feeling kind of or the feelers, they consider personal values and the impact on others' feelings. Then judging versus perceiving. This reflects how the individual deal with outside world. The judges prefer structure, organization and closure, and the perceivers, they are more flexible, adaptable and open-ended. By combining the preferences from these four dimensions, the MBTI or the Myers-Briggs type indicator, it assigns the individual a four-letter code representing their personality type. For example, someone could be classified as INTJ, that is introverted, intuitive, thinking and judging, or like ESFP, that is extroverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving. The MBTI has received criticism also. It can provide some insight into personality. It should be used as a tool for self-reflection rather than a definitive measure of one's personality trait. Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, MMPI-2. It is a widely used psychological test. It assesses various aspects of personality and psychopathology. It consists of a large number of statements or items related to various personality traits, attitudes, and behavior. Individuals indicate their agreement or disagreement with each of the statements, and the results are interpreted based on standardized scales. This consists of a large number of true-false questions, almost 567 items, and it assesses a wide range of personality traits. It is designed to provide objective and standardized measurement across several clinical scales. It includes validity scales. These scales assess the individual's response style, consistency, and the overall test-taking approach to determine the validity and accuracy of their response. Then, clinical scales. This includes several scales that measure specific clinical symptoms and psychological disorders such as depression, anxiety, paranoia, schizophrenia, and hypochondriasis. Then content scales. This assesses specific aspects of personality and psychopathology such as social introversion, family problems, work-related difficulties, and substance abuse. Then supplementary scales. These provide additional information about the individual's personality and psychopathology, such as the measure of defensiveness, self-esteem, and the treatment acceptance. The MMPI-2 is primarily used in clinical and forensic settings. It helps in the assessment and diagnosis of mental health disorder, treatment planning, and decision making in legal cases. Eysenck's Personality Questionnaire, EPQ. It measures three major dimensions of personality: the extraversion, introversion, neuroticism, stability, and the psychoticism. It consists of items that assess an individual's preferences for certain behavior or feeling. Individuals rate the extent to which each item applies to them. The extraversion, introversion. This dimension reflects an individual's level of sociability, assertiveness, and need for stimulation. The extroverts are outgoing, energetic, and seek external stimulation, while the introverts are more reserved, quiet, and prefer solitude. Neuroticism, stability. This dimension measures emotional stability and the tendency to experience negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, and mood swings. A neurotic individual are more prone to emotional distress and have less emotional stability, while stable individuals are more calm and composed. Psychoticism. This assesses individual differences in aggressiveness, impulsivity, tough-mindedness, and a tendency towards antisocial behavior. Individuals with high in psychoticism may display characteristics such as aggressiveness, risk-taking, and lack of empathy. And individuals low in psychoticism, they tend to be more empathetic and cooperative. The EPQ consists of series of self-report questions that individuals respond to on a Likert scale, indicating the degree to which each statement applies to them. The questionnaire provides score on each of these three dimensions, allowing for a profile of an individual's personality traits. The 16 personality factor questionnaire assesses personality across 16 primary factors or dimensions. Warmth. It reflects a person's level of warmth, friendliness, and affection towards others. Reasoning. It measures logical and analytical thinking abilities. Emotional stability assesses emotional resilience and stability versus emotional reactivity and vulnerability. Dominance. It reflects assertiveness, leadership qualities, and the desire to control others. Liveliness. It measures an individual's energy level, enthusiasm, and sociability. Rule consciousness. It reflects an extent to which individuals value and follow the rules, regulations, and societal norms. Social boldness. It assesses a person's comfort level in social situations and willingness to take risk. Sensitivity. It reflects emotional sensitivity, empathy, and awareness of others' feelings. Vigilance. It measures the degree of cautiousness, alertness, and attention to detail. Abstractedness. It reflects a preference for abstract thinking, imagination, and daydreaming. Privateness. It assesses the tendency to keep personal thoughts and emotions private. Apprehension. It measures anxiety, self-doubt, and a tendency to worry. Openness to change. It reflects flexibility, adaptability, and openness to new experience and ideas. Self-reliance. It assesses independence, self-confidence, and self-sufficiency. Perfectionism. It measures the desire for precision, organization, and attention to detail. Tension. It reflects an individual's level of stress, irritability, and emotional tension. The 16 PF questionnaire consists of multiple choice items that individuals respond to, providing ratings or selecting options that best represent their personality. The result provides scores on each of the 16 factors, allowing for a comprehensive assessment and understanding of an individual's personality traits. Now let's have a quick recap on what we have learned. In the assessment of personality, we have learned the self-report measures, and it includes Big 5 inventory, Myers-Briggs type indicator, Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory, Eysenck's personality questionnaire, and the 16 personality factor questionnaire. The second assessment of personality is projective techniques that we will learn in the upcoming video. Hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you and keep smiling.